Real Madrid. We think Manchester City will be happy with that, and Paris Saint-Germain and Juve is also a cracking tie in Group H in the Champions League. Well, let's get straight to it then. Liverpool Rangers, first time they will meet in European competition.
Yeah, I think Liverpool's draw is possibly the most difficult out of the British teams. They played Ajax and Napoli in recent years. Of course, when Carlo was manager of Napoli, they played. Tough place to go, but they're not the teams they were. Ajax have sold a lot of players, but Liverpool Rangers stands out. As we spoke about the Battle of Britain. We had it a number of years ago when Celtic and Manchester City met each other. But it's brilliant. I'm really looking forward to it. Sometimes you need something to catch your imagination, and I think all the British teams have got away with it with a difficult one. Yeah. But it's great to see Liverpool and Rangers. They know each other, and of course Liverpool fans will be happy going up to Glasgow. You see, Steve says that that's the hardest group for any of the Premier League teams. He's probably right, but that's only in the context of the British teams, by the way. British Premier League teams. That's only in the context of the draw, though, isn't it? Because if you look at that, actually, Liverpool fans will be pretty happy with that, I think.
Yeah, of course, especially even off the back of last season. On paper, it looked a lot worse, but they managed to win pretty much every game, if not every game. So, yeah, you would say that, but also Celtic as well. That looks pretty difficult for them. But again, I think it's been kind to all the British teams. Yeah. I don't think anyone will be pessimistic about their group, and they'll all believe they can qualify.
What do you make of Liverpool's start to the season?
Well, it's not as good as they would like it to be. They've got a lot of injuries at the moment, Jake. I don't think you can key players out in my eyes. They've got it's very difficult to set a standard and keep it, and they've had to do that back-to-back seasons now, and I think that's the problem. They've had the 2 domestic cups they won. All's not well there, but I think they've got enough quality on and off the pitch, i.e. Klopp and his experience, to turn it back round and get themselves going again. But they can't, on a domestic level, they cannot afford to let City or anyone else, go 4, 5 points, 6 points away from them so early in the season. But it's a long, hard season to come. As for the group, I'm delighted as a neutral, really. Liverpool Rangers is going to be something special.
Yeah, it is. What will Rangers be feeling about those 3 teams they face?
I think if you look into it and analyse the sides, they'll be fairly happy. Ajax are a name and Napoli are a name. We know that. But if you go into it, Ajax have sold a lot of players in the summer, a lot of really important players, like they do. And they may lose another one to Manchester United. We'll wait and see. So I don't think that should scare them. It's an easy trip over to Amsterdam. Napoli are the same. It's a difficult place to go. The stadium and that area around the stadium is very hardcore. And the stadium's fallen down. So it's not a great place to go. I went a couple of years ago to watch Liverpool and they struggle there. So that's, again, it's hard. But when you look at the side and you analyse the players, they've lost players. Koulibaly, of course, has gone to Chelsea. So there's nothing to worry about if you're Rangers when you look at it. Yes, the names are strong, but when you look deeper and further into the sides and who they've got, Rangers shouldn't fear anybody there.
In some ways, that's quite nice, isn't it? I mean, they were brilliant to get through against PSV in the playoffs, but actually, not only are the 2 of those teams you were not necessarily beatable, but easier than they have been in the past, but also on those nights at Ibrox, Ajax, Napoli and Liverpool, those that it just feels like a good European game.
Yeah, huge. And if you look at all them in isolation, all them atmospheres have created iconic moments in this competition. So I don't think any of the teams will be in fear of going to any away ground because, like you say, we talk about Rangers, but Anfield is nostalgia kind of Champions League. Not Ajax has created its own moments, and Napoli have as well. So I think in terms of atmosphere, that is probably the most exciting group out of the lot.
Yeah, brilliant for Rangers. A great reward for all of their hard work and the fact they've made it through. Let's have a look then at another group.